Hey folks, Tony here. Today I'm going to be making 31 painting panels. They're all going to be 5x7, and this started about because I was watching a YouTube video the other day of Lena Denia, and she did something last year called Paintober. Now I've heard of Inktober, where they have a kind of a competition involving all ink drawings, but this one is 31 days of one painting a day for all of October. I thought it was interesting. I got to get in on it, so today I'm just going to be prepping all the panels for that. So we'll get started.
Alright, so using a table saw, first I'm going to make sure that blade is about 1/4 of an inch above my masonite. Alright, so we got that set. I'm going to be using the factory surface here, make sure it's nice and smooth. And I'm going to go move my glide, since these are 5x7 panels. I'm going to move it just shy, 1/16 shy of 5 inches, and that gives me room for my canvas. I'm going to lock that in place, and then I'm going to measure and make sure that the inside of that blade is going to be the exact right amount. So now I'm going to go ahead, and I won't run the camera for this because it's going to be really loud, but I'm just going to push that right on through and cut it.
Alright, here I've placed the panel down. I measured 1/2 inch on every side, and then I marked it with a ruler. So I'm going to cut a piece of canvas. Alright, I'm going to face this down. This is the side we're going to be gluing on. Now before I glue, I'm going to take some 120 sandpaper and just lightly scuff the part that's going to be glued on. Kind of get the edges real good. Make sure there's no dust. And then the glue that I'm using is Crafter's Pick, the Ultimate. It's a water-based, non-toxic with no acid in it, so I don't have to worry about this causing problems later down the road. And you can find this at any, probably Home Depot, Hobby Lobby is where I picked it up at. But you'll probably find it at Michael's as well. So I'm just gonna put this glue on. I did dilute it with just a little bit of water, kind of helps it run a little smoother. Alright. I'm going to try and place it right in the middle. Kind of press it down real good. What you want to do is really get it on the other side and make sure everything's flat, no wrinkles. Nothing like that. And then you can go back around the outsides where you're going to be folding over. And then one thing I like to do just for the corners is I will cut out the corner for when I fold it over. So the way that's going to work, take one piece and just wrap that around the edge.
And then when we fold this one over on top of it, I didn't really center it very well on this one. Once you get them all down, flip it over and let it dry. Then the last step is we're going to gesso. I'll either use Master's Touch or Golden, whatever I have handy. And that'll be it. I'll show you. Alright, so here we have our finished product, which, as you can see, is exactly 5 by 7. So that if anybody does happen to purchase these, they can throw them right in a random 5 by 7 frame. I've got all 31. Actually, I made one extra, so I got 32 panels. And just to recap, I started off with a sheet of masonite, cut them down to 5 by 7s. Then I gave them a light sand. I put some glue on from the crafter's pick. Then I wrapped the Centurion linen canvas around it, which you can see from the back exactly how that turns out when I cut off the notches around the corners. And then I gave it a coat of gesso. So they are ready to go for October. Thank you.